Hello, I'm Crickets, and welcome back to I Have a Story. Today I'd like to bring another old saying that made us strong. And that saying was, does money burn a hole in your pocket? Seems like we live in a world today where people want to complain about, one, the cost of everything, and two, how broke they are. I agree, cost of things are too high. Part of the reason is because people were willing to spend obscene amount of money for simple basic items. Cell phones. Why do cell phones cost so much? Again, I've talked about this. You go back on my channel, you go back into the news, and back when the highest price cell phone cost $600, Apple said, we're going to charge $1,200 and just see if people will pay it or not. And people bought it. But then how many of those people spend $1,200, $1,500 on a cell phone? Following week want to complain because they can't pay their bills and they're broke and things cost so much. This is part of it. We've allowed the greed to take over our country. I know so many people who brag about how much money they make 5, 10, 15 times more a week than I live off of in an entire month. But yet they're always broke and poor and want to cry that they don't have any money. But yet money's burning a hole in their pocket and they have it spent before they ever even get it. Keep wanting more toys and bigger stuff and more stuff and then wonder why they're broke. Eating out on a daily basis and spending ridiculous money on food because they're too lazy to cook. And we have this mentality that the more we can afford to pay for things, the bigger we are as a person. That's what so many people believe make them who they are. I have money. I can pay for things to be done for me. I'm a king in a world of no kings. Wow. I'm really, this has really got me, brain fried. So, if we quit buying so much frivolous garbage and quit spending money so frivolously, so many people would actually have money. They just keep wanting more and buying more and spending, and they wonder where all their money's going. To me, the biggest thing I want to spend time with and play with in my life are my children. And I don't have to buy them toys and buy them stuff. Here, look, I bought you a toy. Leave me alone and go play. I did my part as a parent. I know so many parents today, that's how they live. I don't actually spend time with my kids. I just buy them stuff, tell them to go play, and I got my own toys to play with. Leave me alone. Life is so overwhelming. I got to work so much to pay for all this stuff. Living such a basic, simple life has become such a relief for me, and not have all these financial burdens and all this garbage I keep buying, throwing in the garbage, and then want to complain about global warming and toxifying our planet and slavery and all of it. I mean, the greed is just unbelievable. So is money burning a hole in your pocket? Are you spend your next paycheck before you ever get it, wanting more and more stuff? I find so much more relief just enjoying nature and the world around me than a bunch of garbage I get to throw in the trash and not have any money or anything to show for it in the end. Living in a disposable world, even more, it's horrible. So these are sayings that have made me strong, and I feel myself going down those rabbit holes, wanting stuff and wanting, oh my, that's so cool. I want to see it. I want to play with it. That I don't know. I've spent enough time playing and seeing toys that it don't impress me anymore, especially when the stuff is just garbage. And then to understand the world of greed and corruption on top of it. I don't want any part to do with it. I've talked about our welfare app who says, hey, you're on welfare. You need a $1,500 cell phone and we'll help you get it. And these sayings that we have today are just destroying America. At least the sayings we had when I grew up, they made sense. 20 years ago, if you were on welfare and you had a $1,500 cell phone, people would have laughed at you and mocked you. Said, what's wrong with you? We're paying for you to be on welfare, but you can afford a $1,500 cell phone? That costs twice as much as my car's worth. My car does a lot more for me than a cell phone does, especially here where cell phones don't seem to work for squat. I'd rather just go back and have a regular home phone, pay $20 a month, and you get a hold of me when you get a hold of me. I'll call you back when I get your message. those days were so much simpler than what we have today. Don't get me wrong, technology has been great in many aspects, and it's nice to have knowledge and convenience and everything at the touch of my fingers. But at the same time, at what cost? So does money burn a hole in your pocket? Please like, share, subscribe. Share these messages with other people. Help make people strong again. I remember a day when the world was a much better place, and I just see things keep going downhill, but yet we think progression is so great that we keep progressing downhill.